Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to talk about the things that are holding you back in CS2. The first thing that is holding you back is not practicing consistently. This is a mistake that a lot of players make. You have to make a routine and stick to that routine and do it every day or at least 5 days per week. So you have to make a practice routine for yourself. You need to see if you like to play some workshop maps for improving your aim. There are a lot of them that you can use, or if you prefer to play deathmatch. And then you're going to decide what exactly your routine is going to be. If it's on a workshop map, what exactly you're going to do and for how much time. And if it's on deathmatch, for how much time do I want to play deathmatch, or for how many kills do I want to play deathmatch. So let's say I want to play deathmatch for 1 hour every day, and that is what is going to train your aim. That's going to be your aim training. Aside from the aim training, you also need other things in order to learn. So things that are effective for learning will be watching videos that are explaining kind of new lineups, new smokes, new motos, in general the new meta with the utility. And you need to watch demos from which you're going to see how people position, how people play in certain situations, what are their responses to things that the enemies do, and also you see new plays that you can use and that will be effective in your games. When you make those routines, you want to stick to those routines. You cannot just make it, do it 1 or 2 days per week and then expect to improve. You have to be doing it consistently and you have to be doing it a lot in order to improve. You cannot just do it once or twice per week and expect to improve. In order to improve, you have to put in the work. If you don't put in the work, you will not see the results. Something else very important that will determine how you perform in a match is your warm-up. Because a lot of players will just go into that match or whatever, they'll get like 20-50 kills on that match, they'll maybe play for 100 or 200 kills on aimbots while they're queuing, and they'll just go into the game and then they're wondering why they play bad. The reason you play bad is because you didn't warm up at all. That's equivalent to no warm up. Yeah, maybe you moved your mouse a little bit around, you walked around a little bit, you shot some people, but you didn't actually warm up properly because you did it for like 5 minutes or less and you didn't do anything specific. You just walk around and you shoot in that match, or you just shoot at some bots on aimbots or whatever you do. You need to have a real routine. This is going to help you improve, where you are going to actually do something and actually warm up different kinds of your aim. So your aim when you are standing, while you are moving, counter-strafing, some spraying, some tapping, some bursting. Just warm up all the things that you will use in the game, and then you will feel way more comfortable aiming in the game and you will be way more accurate because your body is already adapted to the game and you know where your crosshair is, you know how your crosshair will move, you know how your player model will move. The next thing that is holding you back is not listening to your teammates. So maybe you're listening a little bit, they say, let's say 1 mid, but you don't really process it. A lot of times it happens that, let's say I say something, like I say I'm leaving B-ups on Mirage, and my short player says, he's out ups, what's going on? And I'm like, I told you that I'm leaving B-ups, and he's like, I didn't hear. And I said it 2 or 3 times that I'm leaving B-ups open and they can pick him from there. So a lot of players just don't listen to what their teammates are saying. When somebody is saying something, try to actually listen and hear what he is saying and what he means by it, and what could happen from it. Because when I say B-ups is open, what can happen is somebody can walk B-ups. I'm not just saying it just to say it, I'm saying it because you have to be aware that somebody could walk out B-ups and kill you while you're short, while you're not really looking at B-ups, you're looking more towards mid or whatever you're doing. So just focus on what your teammates are saying and think about what could happen if they're saying this. If your teammate said one guy's city and you're coming from here, you're on this side, then you have to consider that by the time you plant, this guy is most likely going to be either there or there, and you have to be careful of both of these things and play accordingly to what your teammate said. Don't just think, okay, one is city, and then just not be careful of both of these things, because you know that he'll 100% either go there or there. So you have to be careful of both things and consider both things and just play according to what the enemy could be doing. Don't just listen to the information and assume that guy is going to be in city, not moving or whatever, or he's not going to come towards you. The last thing that I want to talk about is not playing enough games. Because a lot of players would do their aim training, they'll watch some demos, they'll learn some lineups, and they'll practice the lineups, they'll practice their aim, whatever they're doing, and they'll not actually play the game. this is a huge mistake, because no matter how much you practice your aim, if you don't play the actual game, if you don't play faces, if you don't play screams, if you don't play anything, that aim practice goes to waste, because you're not actually applying it. You're just going in deathmatch, and maybe you're doing well in deathmatch, but then you don't know if you improved in game, you don't know what you struggle with, you don't know what mistakes you're making. If you go and you play a game and you lose, and your score was bad, you played bad, good. Go, watch the demo and learn from it, learn from your mistakes. Because if you don't actually do anything, if you don't play the games, then you will not see what your mistakes are, and when you don't know what your mistakes are, you are not going to improve. You have to play the games, you have to see where you are going wrong, what you are doing wrong, and then fix what you are doing wrong. See what is going right for you, see what you are doing right, and keep doing that, and figure out ways to maybe even do it better. Playing and losing is not a bad thing, but not playing is a bad thing, because when you play and you lose, as I already said, you're gonna make mistakes, and when you make mistakes, after that you're going to learn. If you're playing, losing and not learning, then that's bad. But if you play, you lose, and then you learn why you lost, you see what your mistakes are, then that is very good, and that is how you improve. And also, if you play and you see that you are winning, you see that your levels are going up, then you're going to feel even better, and you're going to feel like that practice is actually for a reason, and you're actually improving when you're practicing, because you see the results from your work. Because when you're just practicing and whatever, and you're not really playing, you don't see the results of your practice, you don't see yourself actually improving, so you're gonna be like, what is the point of all this practicing? But when you actually play the games and you actually see how you're improving, you're gonna see, oh, okay, this is why I'm practicing, and it's making me much better, and I'm winning more games, so I'm gonna keep practicing, and I'm gonna keep playing, and I'm gonna keep getting better. So that's going to be it for this video. If this video helped you, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel to not miss out on any upcoming content. Thank you for watching.